all of the beauty, all of the amazing beauty of this life and earth, all the amazing beauty. In the midst of all the amazing beauty, guess what? There's also death, and there's deception, and there's trouble. This is a warning about the evils of church and a warning about the evils of the pharmaceutical industry. And this is for Levi, just like Dr. Luke the physician directed his writing towards a friend, towards a person. I direct this towards you, Levi, and all those who will listen. My mother was a teacher of nurses. She had a degree from Duke University College of Nursing. She had a degree from University of Pennsylvania. She decided that church was something wrong and she wanted to learn the original language, so she has a degree from Westminster Seminary, which pushed away from Princeton Seminary and questioned the apostasies and the fakery of church. My mom went to a very, very incisive, questioning seminary. I was raised, I have 3 professor parents. My father, my flesh and blood father, was a world-renowned economist. He has a wing named after him at Appalachian State University. My father was a decorated child psychologist. And my mom, anyhow, my mother said, you don't want to be a nurse nowadays because they have turned the nurses into legalized drug pushers. They've turned the nurses into legalized drug pushers. In the period of time when my mom went to Duke College of Nursing in 1953-54, I was conceived in 1956. When she went there, they were told, you're dealing with an invisible soul as well as a physical body, so you have to be as prayed up as you are studied up. That has been removed. The pharmaceutical industry has taken dominance. It has invaded people's minds totally. It has brainwashed the world. It has been used by the money and government powers as a false benevolent force that's in it for the money. The film Generation RX film is an expose of the dangers of the pharmaceutical brain mental illness mess. Anyhow, okay, that's the pharmaceutical industry. This is going to be a brief intro to a playlist. Okay, today, just this morning, as my heart is grieving for Janelle and you and a bunch of other people in tons of different situations, man, you have no clue how many messed up people situations I have on my heart. In the midst of this morning, Father gave me a movie, this funny movie, with a picture of people going to church and a guy and his son going off golfing. And God said, use this to show people that church is not church. The men in their guts know that they need to come together with their families and stop the busy monster. You cannot work with personal life issues, hidden life issues, cannot be worked with in a nice celebrating place and a preaching place and etc., etc. The women who are more easily deceived can feel like everything got okay because we all were nice to each other and we had a nice presentation. But that does not work. We actually have to attack the areas where there's strongholds and difficulties and darkness. We have to discern actually what areas there are invisible spirit presences, and some of them never go away from us. I'm telling you, one of the most important things in the church life is discern what spirit presence is actually stuck to your life messing around with you. So Levi, this is a greeting, and this is the first video in a series of videos that I am going to use for you first, but also spread out to other people. The dangers of church. The dangers of church as we have known it. And the dangers of the pharmaceutical industry as it has surrounded us and saturated us and literally put us into slavery, fears, and brainwashing.